Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Airline Flights Are Now Terrible. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Traveling by airline has now become extremely difficult. On some days, the airlines are canceling several thousand flights in just one day. Sometimes they offer cash vouchers. Sometimes they offer vouchers for other flights. Sometimes you can get on your plane and they ask you to surrender your seats. Apparently, there are now so many pilots refusing to work or show up that it's forcing the airlines to cancel so many flights. It's unbelievable. Congress is now considering trying to force the airlines to pay a massive penalty to people for canceling their flights. We don't know if this will help or not. Part of the problem is that the airlines should just cancel flights and routes that they know they won't be able to staff with pilots, but they don't appear to be doing that now. They just don't seem to care. And this is causing tremendous problems for customers who were misled into coming down to the airport for a flight that's not going to take off. Another issue is return flights. Just because your flight got you to your destination doesn't mean that your return flight will get you home without any problems. Sometimes your return flight can turn out to be a much bigger disaster than your original flight to your destination. Because of all this, a lot of people are choosing to drive this summer instead of fly, especially those that live within a day's drive of their destination. If that's the case, then they're simply going to drive and refuse to deal with the airlines. What's interesting is that the airlines were given billions of dollars in aid by the government, and yet things have just gotten worse than ever. I can't remember a time when the airlines were ever this bad. Here's another thing that's interesting that most people don't know. The airlines purchase low-price fuel contracts for the future. That's so they can lock in low fuel prices for years to come. No matter how much the fuel rises in price, it doesn't matter to these airlines because they locked in contractual prices, multi-year prices for years to come. They don't have to pay the higher prices. They always do this years in advance. A few years ago, when prices were really low, they purchased long-term contracts to lock in those low prices for years. But now that the fuel prices are rising, the airlines are claiming they're being affected by them. Most of them aren't. It's just not true. They're still benefiting from the low fuel price contracts they locked in years ago, so you can't really believe much of what the airlines say. Another problem the airlines are having is a complete loss of customer confidence. People just don't trust the airlines anymore. They have lost all faith in them. So what alternatives do people really have? Some can drive by car, bus, or train. A lot of people are now refusing to travel and doing as much as possible by Zoom. Zoom has become a godsend to people who are looking to avoid traveling. If the airlines aren't careful and quick to solve these solutions, then we suspect that they'll lose a lot more business to Zoom and cars and buses and trains, and those losses will become permanent going forward. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.